It's common if Iraqis get in your way, you shoot them or run over them. I've been there. I've done that. I've seen cases where an Iraqi cut you off and the Iraqis in the car were actually shot in the head.
What you are hearing is explosive testimony from Kellogg Brown and Root whistleblowers during a congressional hearing 2 years ago.
Many times when I was ashamed to call myself an American working for Halliburton in Iraq.
However, despite KBR's numerous scandals and demands from congressional leaders for the federal government to scale back on its work with Dick Cheney's former contracting firm, KBR recently won a no-bid contract from the Department of Defense for operational projects in Iraq. KBR, one of the largest defense contractors operating in Iraq, has come under intense scrutiny in the past 7 years for a number of controversies, which is why the Pentagon's latest announcement to award the contracting firm with a $2.8 billion contract has come as a surprise to many.
We're doing the same old thing and doing something that we know is very antagonistic to the Iraqi people. So I'm very surprised that, the Defense Department continues to use them, especially given their track record.
The news came after KBR informed shareholders it lost about $25 million in award fees. Since the whistleblower testimonies and the deaths of the American soldiers as a result of KBR's shoddy work, the contracting firm has consecutively won a number of contracts from the federal government as contractors begin pouring into Iraq. Just last month, the Army Sustainment Command announced KBR would share a 10-year military contract valued at $150 billion.
I would assume that many people inside the Defense Department are dismayed to hear that once again they're using KBR.
The contract was not welcomed by members of Congress and the Independent Commission on Wartime Contracting. Congressman Adolphus Towns, the chairman of the House Oversight Committee, demanded the Pentagon release over a dozen documents related to the new contract by March 17th. The contract was awarded for 1 year but is subject to an additional 4 years if approved by the military. The Army Sustainment Command did not return our requests for comments on the new contract, but a spokesman told the Associated Press KBR will be handling logistics support, transportation missions, and postal operations in Iraq. However, analysts say KBR's latest contract is an indication war profiteering still thrives under the Obama administration. Jahan Hafiz, Press TV, Washington.